Hey guys, it's Milyon, and today I am going to explain to you why macro players are the worst players to ever exist in Roblox Bedwars. Now, first of all, if you're watching this video and you use macro, I don't mean to offend you at all, and this video is just about you know what, I don't give a be offended. You chose to take this path using macro, be offended, man. I would love to offend you right now because I am literally going to explain everything why you suck, okay? When you use macro, you suck. So first of all, let me explain to you guys what macro players are. Macro players are technically auto clickers. They're the same thing. But with macro players, they actually change a lot of things with the numbers. So with the sword fighting, they play for the hit cooldown. They try to play with the numbers, which every second, every millisecond, trying to find the right timing. So what you guys see right now is an OP auto clicker. This is not what the macro players use. Technically, they use a speed auto clicker, but me, I don't do that. So do you guys see this hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds, and another milliseconds? Macro players plays with these numbers. So take a look at this, okay? If I add like, let's say 10 milliseconds and I activate the auto clicker, look at this. You see that? You don't really need to click. It's just an auto clicker. And since the game plays with the hit cooldown, there's actually a specific number that hits every single millisecond or second in the game. So even if you click so fast, not all of those hits would register, okay? So what macro players do is they keep on changing the numbers, making it higher, 20, 50. So let's say if I put 100, right? Look how fast it will be right now. See that? It kind of became slower, right? And what if we make it like 1,000 milliseconds now? Let's see how slow it is. See that? It's like, look at that, guys. Look at that. I'm not even holding my mouse. It's literally just doing that. So macro players, being macro players, they try to like find the perfect milliseconds. So that's why you'd notice macro players flexing videos like the best MS. This is the best MS. Bro, shut the f up, dude. Just by doing this thing makes you look like an exploiter as well because you're relying on a third party and you think that's skilled? No, like literally, bro. If you're a macro player, talk to me right now. Does that make you skilled? No, okay. Let's do the excuse right now, okay? What's their main excuse? They say it's not about the macro and comboing, it's about the tracking. All right, now that's the main excuse what macro players do. It's not all about like how they combo, it doesn't matter. It's all about how they track on the enemy, okay? How they keep their cursor in the enemy. Now if you see a macro player use that tracking as an excuse, bro, just make fun of them. They're literally the most clowniest players of all time. So first of all, yes, tracking is very important. That's correct. Because if you can see over here, if I just aim over here and not look at the enemy, it will not hit, right? But when I set straight to the enemy, it hits because it gives you extra range. So there's actually a big difference of a non-macro player and a macro player. So when you click normally like this, right, you can hear my mouse. I'm literally clicking normally. Now with tracking your opponents from left to right, it makes it harder to track your opponents. Because every single click, guys, it actually slightly bounces and gives your mouse a delay. So like, let's say I jump up and down. It's actually going to be way harder for me to track. Look at this, all right? Left to right, left to right. Look at that, look at that. It actually stops every single click because it puts pressure below your mouse, all right? Every time you click, it puts pressure on the table or wherever your mouse is placed at. So it kind of like gives you a pause or a delay. Okay, so let me use this thing as an example, all right? So let's say this is the enemy and you need to track it properly. I know it's easy. Look at that. It's pretty easy, right? So to make it more challenging, you need to start jumping, right? Because in PvP, you need to add up jumps or the enemy will jump at you as well. So if you jump, look at that. It makes it harder to track, right? But check this out, okay? I'm gonna activate the auto clicker again, or what they say, macro. Okay, I'm gonna press my auto clicker. See that? This is the auto clicker right now. With this, you don't even need to click. So you just have to move your mouse. See how smooth it is, guys? You see how smooth my mouse is? And now if you're jumping, look at that. It makes it easier for you to put your freaking mouse on the freaking red block only. It's so easier. So this is normal clicking. Take a look at this, guys. See that? Look at that. Look at the tracking. See that? It makes it a little bit harder. That's no macro, by the way. And now this is with macro. Watch. All right, watch this. See that? You see how smooth it is, guys? You see how oh, I'm lagging, sorry. You see how smooth it is? You see how smooth it is? Look at this, guys. No macro, see that? It makes it harder because it stops your mouse every single click. But with macro, all you have to do is just look like that, see? Very smooth, very smooth. Look up and down, up and down, up and down, left and right. It's very smooth. So those are two reasons already, okay? First of all, it gives you good combos, all right? Because you're playing for the hit cooldown by every second and milliseconds of the Yeah, the sword. And second one, it makes your tracking smoother, okay? It's not about your tracking skills. You're stupid. You're using macro. You remember to put it in your head. Get mad at me. I don't care, man. I'm saying the truth, alright? You're probably just a little kid over there crying about what I'm saying because I'm saying the truth. The truth hurts, alright? I want you to be hurt. Listen to me. Looking at my face. I want you to be hurt, okay? Please be hurt. If you're using a macro player, it would make my day. Please be hurt. You're not good at tracking. It just makes your tracking smoother because all you have to do is swing your freaking sword with the smoothest way possible. Now, here's a third reason which actually makes it way worse going against a macro player on an auto-clicker player. The blocks. Now, you guys know that blocks plays a big role in the game, right? You can use blocks to build up. You can use blocks to cover yourself. But if you could see a normal clicker like this, like me, you can see that. This is me clicking normally, okay? Butterfly clicking. I'm not using macro with that one. But what can macro players do? They're stupid. They can't click themselves. You know what's actually very stupid? I've seen a freaking macro player commented in one of my vids. That freaking macro player said the reason why they're using auto clicker or macro is because they don't want to hurt their hands. But man, my fingers hurt too by clicking because I play normally, okay? I play normally. I click and I endure pain as well. If there's no pain, there's no gain. Right now, if I click, it doesn't even hurt my fingers anymore because I got used to it. Now, if you keep on using macro, you're making your fingers worser, man. What would you do in your first date with your girlfriend, bro? Anyways, let's get back to the topic, of course, the use of blocks. Now, as a normal clicking player, or maybe you guys, mobile players as well, you are not going to withstand seeing macro players chasing you, running against you, because you cannot chase them, okay? No matter how much you build up, they can still kill you easily. So let's say you're chasing a macro player, right? Oh, look at this macro player, 1 HP, I'm gonna kill him, easy, easy. What does the macro player do? They pull their blocks and it's literally just a goodbye. If you're not using macro, it's a goodbye. Alright, all they have to do is just look down and boom, bro, you cannot chase them anymore. You're gone. And then all they have to do is just run away again and block you all around like that. They're just gonna block you like that. Go third person, block you like that, block you like that. It's hard, right? You cannot chase them and then they're just gonna build up again and then run and then you cannot chase them, guys. It's a big problem, alright? All they have to do is pull their blocks and do this, man. You see how fast that is? They don't even have to work hard about it. All they have to do is just do this as well. Aim on their feet and then boom, you cannot chase them anymore and they'll block you. Boom, 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 boom. And then goodbye, man. You cannot chase them again, alright? They're pretty unskilled, man. What can I say to you? They are unskilled, okay? And let's head to the next reason why as well. Now, what I'm gonna tell you right now will actually make good sense in your brain right now why you cannot beat a macro player. And that is macro helps you to keep on track with PvP with full consistency. So let's say you activate your macro, right? You see that? Oh my gosh, you see that? I'm beating this opponent with my macro. Look at that. I'm so skilled. Now, when you're against a late game player, what do? They have a crossbow, right? So all you have to do is just hold your macro and pull your weapon and see that? You can crossbow at the same time. See that? So when you PvP somebody, you pull your blocks easily as well and then crossbow at the same time. Blocks and then crossbow as well and then blocks again and then crossbows. It just makes you pull everything easily at the same time. In real PvP, it's like this, alright? You combo and then pull a crossbow and then look at that. Guys, see that? See that? See that? All they have to do is just pull their crossbow and then while hitting you at the same time. Guys, see that? It makes it easier for the macro player to be consistently comboing you in PvP while shooting you with a crossbow at the same time. As a matter of fact, they can also do it with a fireball as well. See that? All they have to do is just press their inventory slots and then good luck, guys. It's literally just a good luck to you. And yeah, it's tough, alright? Try to compare any of Wall's video to his non-macro playing video. A very, very big difference, guys. And that's because macro actually helps you to win your games. Now, let me guess. There's gonna be someone in the chat saying, oh, it's not because of our macro. It's not about how we track. It's about our game sense. That's how we win. Let me be straight with you, man. What the f do you know about game sense? You don't know shit about game sense. Do you even know that that game sense word came from me? I'm the freaking one who used and spread that word in the competitive side, and now that you guys have, you know, learned that word, you guys just use that as an excuse every single time. You don't know shit about game sense, okay? Every single macro players that I've seen who played the game has the worst decision making I have ever seen. It's a freaking 5v5 game, okay? It's not that hard to get Nightmare. You're not good. You're using macro. Let me tell you something, man. I became rank 1 several times, whether it's monthly wins or rank. I became Nightmare so many times as well. I have over 26,000 wins, which I don't really play this game that much anymore. 98% of all those achievements of what I've done in the game has no macro at all. And how did I achieve all of that? It's because of how I think in the game. Whether it's the tournaments I won, I didn't use macro at all, boy. I didn't use auto clicker, actually. Not just because you're Nightmare playing with your team makes you a freaking high game sense player. You don't know shit about game sense. Trust me, no matter who you are, you don't know shit about that, okay? So in the first place, don't even think you have a good game sense if you're using macro, because in the first place, you already is using that as an advantage that makes you think like you are the dominator in the game, right? You dominate everyone. Of course, how can you not beat or dominate everyone, man? You're using an advantage. A third-party program. Imagine that. Bullshit, man. Quit the act, alright? Quit the act. All of y'all comp players came from me, alright? I'm your father, alright? I started comp, and every single one of you guys who just joined in and don't even know my history, you should bow down to me, man. As a matter of fact, these freaking new gen comp players right now don't even know history at all. They just joined in playing rank. Oh, look at me, I'm a comp player now, bro. Even if you're a comp player now, you're new, alright? You gotta remember, I'm your daddy, bro. I own you, alright? If you're a comp player, I own you. You gotta remember that. No matter who you are, I own your. Try to go for a backward and know your roots, man, alright? I'm the boss in this business, boy. You should learn how to respect your boss, because I'm the one who built the comp side. So remember, if macro players try to brag about them being better than you, just laugh at them. They're stupid, alright? Coming from me, they're stupid. Just tell them I said it, okay? Alright, they're not gonna do anything about it, because even in real life, I'm gonna knock the heck out of every single one of them, man. They can't do with their freaking small fingers who can't even click. And you think their fists can do a thing for them? Man, I swear, I'd put like 10 of these macro players at the same time in a street fight, man. And also, don't worry, I didn't make this video to tell you to quit your macro. You can still use it as a matter of fact. I'm just letting you know how your macro can actually just give you the advantage, and it doesn't actually make you feel like you are that guy, okay? You are using an advantage, you're stupid, you're a dumb kid using a calculator, and when you remove that and you go against an Asian that actually knows how to solve math, you're dumb, alright? You're cooked! Listen to me, man, I've seen a lot of videos of these macro players uploading their videos, comboing somebody, naming these people, comboing this guy. It's not you who did that. It's not you who comboed them. It's the macro that did it, okay? All you have to do was just track because of your smooth tracking of your macro. You didn't do shit, okay? So don't you even freaking compare your freaking skills to me when I freaking did all my achievements in Bedwars without macro, and now you got your achievements in Bedwars with your macro, okay? You guys are literally far away from what I did in Bedwars, and you guys are far away from my skills inside Bedwars. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're a macro player, I am really hoping that I piss you off making you watch this video. I want you to be mad, alright? I want you to be mad. Comment all you want and hurt yourself. That's what I want to hear, okay? I want you to cry and knowing that I'm not gonna respond to you. And probably everyone in the comments will just reply to you that making fun of you because you're a big loser, alright? Every single macro player is a clown. I swear, dude.